Meet the Mwiroris, a middle-class family living in the west of Nairobi, South Bay Estate. Mrs. Mwirori is a jeweler, while her husband is a businessman. Their 5-year-old daughter Hazel is their jewel, and are priceless one in every sense. About 8 years ago, Mr. Mwirori was diagnosed with a condition known as multiple sclerosis, commonly referred to as MS, an inflammatory condition which affects the ability of the nerve cells and the spinal cord. This makes him rely mostly on his wife's physical support for some of the day-to-day activities.
My name is Robai Mwirori. I am a jeweler. I teach how to make jewelry and I also make jewelry for sale. My job is kinda hectic because sometimes I work so many hours depending on the orders that I have or the students that I have. And so I realized that with time, I didn't have time to come home and do chores and everything else pertaining to that. And also my husband, Martin, was diagnosed with a condition called multiple sclerosis.
Or MS in
MS.
short. It affects the nervous system. So my bodily functions, like my mobility, is a bit distorted. That's why when I'm walking, I'm using a wisdom cane.
That's a walking stick.
So we call it. It so happened that I was so challenged doing so many things. And yet, Robai, she had her own business, and with the baby, I think she decided to take things differently.
Yeah, we had to get a house manager, and so we started looking. And we went to a bureau. We got Nduta, and Nduta, different from other people we came across and we interviewed, she really wanted to do this. She wanted to be a house manager. So she went to a school, she was trained how to be a nice house manager, she could cook. And yeah, we brought her home and that's how we had her. She was a lovely girl. There are things that I never had to think about, things like planning meals. I mean, we always had a balanced meal. Hazel had her own food and it was balanced. She liked what she ate.
Yes.
Matu put on weight.
I used to be 67 kilograms. Now I'm 87, proudly.
Yeah, she really was a great cook. In fact, she taught me how to make some skumas and to make some different vegetables that I didn't know how to make. She was such a wonderful girl. I never had to think about what you need to do. Wake up, clean the house, feed the baby, make sure she's gone to school, she comes back, the school bus drops her and she's picked on time. Those are things we never had to worry about. We had an easy time. In fact, I got lazy. There are things that I didn't remember how to do. Such a long time.
She was even helping me, for example, standing up and walking.
Oh yeah, when I'm not at home.
Support myself with her. And she was a great lady. Yeah.
Nduta was passionate and full of life. She oozed a lot of positive energy and was quite impressionable. Here was a young lady who was determined to touch lives with her helping hands, and she found joy in doing so. Actually, that's what led her to even consider being a house manager. She was hopeful and willing to take a journey with the Mwiroris. She had the Midas touch on her work. She was splendid and spot on. Everything from the doorstep to the sitting, to the kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom was dutifully and systematically taken care of. As they lived more and more with Nduta, the Mwiroris felt they would have never been luckier. Might they have celebrated too soon?
So we got to a time when Hazel started telling us a few things. But remember, Nduta had been part of our family. For 2 years we'd been with her. We never had to complain much because she's human. Sometimes there are faults, sometimes you do good things, but she was a lovely, lovely girl. So even when Hazel would tell us that she's being pushed in the shower and she's been made to shower cold water, or she's not being given food, we thought this child is acting up. She's 5, so she doesn't want to eat. No, she doesn't want to eat, she doesn't want to shower. So we thought maybe she is telling on Nduta because of her own reasons. So we decided to ignore the child. But then she was persistent. So one time, because she'd been with us for a while, and yes, she normally goes to visit her family. This time we just told her, go visit your family, come back a few days later. So when she went, we discovered that there are some things missing. First of all, in our wardrobe, we have this rule where you don't put clothes. We don't put empty hangers in the wardrobe. They must have clothes. So when I'm going through and I'm finding empty hangers,
My clothes.
2 of them, and Martin's clothes are missing. And we're thinking, what? You remember that time we were walking in the evening, and then
The watchy.
yes.
Yes, I remember.
So Martin comments that the watchman looks very nice, and it was his shirt. Anyway, so Kumbe, this girl has been giving out our clothes she's been taking when she packed to go to visit her family.